All right, it is the holiday season. It's the season to be John Jolley. That's what it is. But I got to tell you, for most of my life, I was not John Jolley at Christmas time. And I grew up small town. I was a kid that basically circled everything in the Sears and Roebuck catalog and everything. My folks tried to do the best they could. But as you kind of start getting a little older, you start feeling the pressure of Christmas on my parents and everything. And my mom was wanting to have this perfect Christmas, and my dad felt the pressure and he would get depressed. And, and this is, a lot of people feel this because it's like this perfect Christmas is hard to pull off. So it's always got to be somebody's fault, because, hey, you're the one that didn't have the perfect Christmas. It's your fault. And so, then people have debt and then there's depression, all this stuff. So about fifth grade, after I've been circling and asking for everything, my folks would try to get me what they could, and I'd be good with it. It's all good. About fifth grade, I realized, hey, you know what? We're poor. And my folks have got a lot of pressure to give me and my big sisters gifts because we're poor. So I go, hey, what do you want for Christmas here? I'll just take a basketball. Anything else? No, I'm good. Okay, I got a basketball. Next year, what do you want for Christmas? I'll take a football. Anything else? Nope, football's good. So this is the way it went all the way through high school, on and on. So as an adult, my buddies started calling me Scrooge because, hey, I like giving gifts. I'm not great at getting gifts because I kind of had this guilt thing, like I don't deserve it or something. And I don't really want to dance around the Christmas tree, and I don't want to go to parades, and I'm just not into it. But hey, I'll show up at your house. I'll be funny. If maybe I'll be that center guy on your table, that stuff. So in 2007, I didn't have anything going on. Imagine that. And two of my buddies go, hey, Jolley, why don't you come over for Christmas, man? I said, okay, and one guy says, hey, come over early in the afternoon. Okay, great. Another guy goes, hey, come over tonight. Okay, that's great. So I'm good, man. I've got 2 invitations. I got a lot of food. I'm good. So I wake up that day. I don't do any preparation, because I've got places to be, and I'm not going to be able to eat all the food they're going to give me. So first guy calls me, goes, hey, Jolley, we got the stomach virus at our house, so if you might not want to come over here because it's not a pretty sight. I'm like, hey, man, I'm good. I got invitation tonight. I'm good. You guys just chill out. So I got the books. I got the dogs. I got TV. I'm good. So I go to the second guy's house at dark. It's about 7 o'clock. And I pull up, and the house is dark. I go, candlelight Christmas. It's kind of weird, but it might be kind of romantic. It's, Scrooge just showed up for candlelight Christmas. All right. No, it was dark because nobody was there. They weren't even there. They invite me to a Christmas that doesn't exist. So after standing outside in the cold for about 20 minutes ago, they're not here. So now I've got to figure out what I'm going to do for Christmas because I had no plans. Well, life has changed since 2007 because now there's restaurants open at Christmas and stuff. But back then, nothing was open. So I drive around and I'm actually looking at Christmas lights, man. It's awesome, So I'm driving around. And there's no groceries open because they've all closed because, people have Christmas. Restaurants are all closed because people have Christmas. So I find a Quick Trip open. So I walk into Quick Trip. I'm the only car there. There's one guy there. Welcome to Quick Trip. Thank you. So I'm over there for my Christmas hot dog. And so I'm celebrating big time. The Scrooge thing has finally come true. And all of a sudden the door blows open. And in comes my friend Dean. I go, holy shit, Dean is in Quick Trip. What's going on here? And he goes, Jolley! Dean! Now, Dean and I like each other, but we never hang out. He's got his own life. I got my life. I never see the guy. He comes up, man, what's going on? And 2007, I call it my missing year because it was the worst year of my life. And I didn't tell anybody this because I just kept it in, and my friends were like, hey, Jolley's funny, but it was a bad year. In fact, I didn't even age that year because the whole year I told everybody I was a year older than I really was. So when my birthday came, I was still the same age. It was great. The missing year. So Dean comes in. I didn't realize Dean had a year basically as bad as my year. So we're sitting there having hot dogs together. So we spent 2 hours, Dean and I, talking about life, eating hot dogs with the quiet quick trip guy. And it was the miracle at the trip, because my daughter calls it the trip. And it changed my entire life about Christmas. And it changed my life, more than that, it changed my life about everything, because I started looking at life and appreciating more of what I had and friends that come into your life. So Dean and I say goodbye. 3 days later, I get a phone call from my sister Patty that tells me my oldest sister Tina has died. And I wouldn't have made it through that, because my sister Tina was everything to me. She was my big sister. And but Dean, that thing with Dean had got me through that. So now Dean, we don't spend Christmas together. We don't meet at the trip. We've never gone back. We've had the Christmas miracle. It's good. But every year, Dean is the top of my list for Christmas time, because Dean changed my life. And he says the same thing about me. I don't take the credit, but that's what he says. And, you know, you never know where a miracle is going to happen. But I can tell you, we had a miracle at the Quick Trip, and Dean and I's life changed forever. And now I celebrate Christmas with my daughter, and Dean celebrates Christmas with his 2 adult daughters, and we're both happy. And that's all I got.